You're listening to KFWB News Talk 980. My name is Les Brown, and we come your way Monday through Friday from 2 o'clock until 4 o'clock. And our program is, it really injects positivity into your day, and that has a great deal of value. Don't dismiss it. You know, there are people who are more concerned about what they put in their bodies as opposed to being also concerned about what is it they put in their minds. In this program, you don't hear problems of the world. We don't talk about politics. We talk about you and how you can connect with your power to love your life, live your dreams, and to create some new possibilities. In the day, we're talking about overcoming the challenges of life. Today, we're understanding and saying, and I want to read this quote to you. It's by Chesterton. He said, when it comes to life, the critical thing is whether you take things for granted or take them with gratitude. And I take with gratitude that I'm still here. I take with gratitude the healing that I've experienced. And there are people who are calling right now who also are coming from a place of gratitude. And so we invite you to call and become a part of the conversation. Where have you been and what you've been up against that you had to dig down deep within and overcome a challenge? The number to call is 888-5392-980. That's 888-5392-980. Okay, let me see. We're going to go to line 3. All right. Hello, how are you, Dolly?
Hi, I'm fine, Les.
Hi, Dolly. I'm so glad to hear your voice. What is your story, Dolly?
Well, it really has to do with my dad, not so much with me, but my dad has prostate cancer.
Mm-hmm.
And
I'm sorry to hear that.
I really draw a lot of encouragement from him because from the beginning he refuses to believe that anything is wrong with him.
Okay.
And so no matter what the doctors tell him, when we leave, he just says, they're crazy. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm fine. And his favorite saying is, I'm older but very happy.
How old is he?
He's 86.
86. Yeah, he's more likely to die with it than from it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And he just refuses. He says, there's nothing wrong with me, even if he has a flu.
Yes.
And you could see that he's really, really sick. He says, you tell him, how are you? He goes, I'm fine. I'm great. You know?
You know,
so
yeah. Go
that
ahead.
helps me.
And so he still is not taking any type of treatment?
He has to go every 3 months to get a shot.
Yes.
He doesn't have the chemo or the radiation, but he has the shot, which the doctor says it's the same as that.
Okay.
But
it's about the quality of life for him, and he deserves that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he has a wonderful life because his frame of mind is like, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm fine.
Yeah. You know, there's a quote that I'm sure he would identify. Listen to this quote. The difference between the impossible and the possible lies in a person's determination. Your father is determined to live, to be here, not to suffer.
That's right.
Fantastic. I appreciate you calling and sharing that story, and all the best to you and to your father.
Oh, and I wanted to tell you, too. I wish you the best, and I love your laughter.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate you. Take care. All right, thank you. Mark of greatness is upon you. There are people who just have this ornery attitude. Say, you know what? I'm staying. I ain't going nowhere. Only the good die young. That's how I feel about it. Hello, how are you, Chuck? Chuckle up.
Hey, how you doing, my friend?
I'm great, and so are you. You were diagnosed with cancer of the mouth over 20 years ago?
10 years ago, I was dying. I had gone to my dentist, and the dentist says, you got a big white bump, and I'm not supposed to scare you, but it looks like it might be something like cancer.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to the best, UCL, USC, and they both took an biopsy in my tongue, and they said, you got a year to live, my friend. You got to get cancer like a tree in your body. You got to be in radiation chemo, and you're going to die in a year if you don't do it. I say, thank you very much, but I think that God's more powerful. There's herbs. My girlfriend found under cancer cures a thing called cat's claw and shark cartilage. Within 6 months, I was back to normal. I got into hypnotherapy, took my pain away, gave me positive thinking, and I'm here today to say, don't listen to them. You don't expire with cancer, okay? You just got to be in comedy. I used to listen to the Three Stooges and beautiful music, good talk, read the Bible, and, well, I'm here to tell you it works.
Yes, it most certainly does. Now, you know, I was dealing with excruciating pain because they diagnosed it with excuse me, and I'm watching my language because our body hears everything that we say. So I'm watching my language. Death and life is in the tongue. Most people speak more death than life. Well, they say they saw some appearances in the spinal area. Okay, now, and so as a result, I've been experiencing some tremendous amount of pain. You said you took hypnosis, and that helped you to deal with your pain?
Every day I'm having pain like where you're having it right now, but with hypnosis, I'm telling anybody that has excruciating pain.
Yeah, no, I want to know what kind of hypnosis. I mean, this is a recording program, or you went to a hypnosis, a hypnotist, and they hypnotize you?
No, I got a degree in it. I went to school for it.
You took a class in it. You say, I need to teach myself this, and so you know how to hypnotize yourself.
And remember this, what you speak is what you receive, exactly what you're telling your people.
Yes. And so you hypnotize yourself to handle the pain.
Every day, I go to my color, it takes me like a trigger, and the trigger sets you into a mode of, from this point on, today, tomorrow, in the future, I have no pain. And when you have pain, you go to your special color, and the pain will subside immediately with you breathing.
You know what? I'm into yoga and to breathing. Now I need to learn that. So I'm going to learn that because I did had a challenge with taking the pain medication. I don't like taking pills, and I'm determined I'm not going to get addicted to anything. And so thank you for that. I appreciate you, and I'm glad that you're here. 20 years behind you and all of the future before you.
And remember this, every day, what you see, what you say is what you receive in life, okay? You keep saying that over and over. I'm cured, I'm healthy, I'm wonderful, and you will be.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate you. All right, thank you. You know, it is key that you monitor your mouth and you monitor your minds. You monitor the things that you're thinking. We can't control the thoughts that come in our minds, but you can control the thoughts that you dwell on. The thoughts that you hold on, the thoughts that you allow to stay in your mind, okay? The other thing is you've got to have a mindful mindset when you're using your words. Don't say I'm sick. Say I'm overcoming a health challenge. I never say I'm sick, and I don't say I got anything. No, I talk about the fact that I'm overcoming a health challenge. Watch your mouth. Nadine, thank you so much. I want to hear your story. You were diagnosed, 19 years ago?
19 years ago.
With colon cancer?
Yes.
Yes. Well, first of all, we're glad that you're still here. How did you deal with that? How did you deal with it emotionally?
I was terrified.
Yes, I understand. That's how I was the first time I was diagnosed with prostate cancer.
And my children were small.
Yes.
I was told that I had cancer when my mom was visiting me at the hospital.
Yes.
Oncologist came in, looked at me, and said, "Are you Nadine?" And I said, "Yes." He says, "You have cancer," and he walked out.
You gotta be lying to me.
No.
Are you serious?
No, I am.
He said, "Are you Nadine? You have cancer," and turned around and walked out.
And walked out.
Get out of here.
And my mother had this look on her face that was she was just terrified.
Yes.
And my first response to her was, "He had the wrong person. He's not talking about me." And I tried to calm her down.
Yes.
So then I had to go home after surgery. I had to face my children.
Yes.
And my daughter came to me, and she says, "My son is older. He's older by 5 years. She's 11. She says, "You have to talk to your son because he's scared you're going to die."
Mm-hmm.
And I says, "Really?" And I was terrified, but I wasn't going to tell her.
Right.
I said, "You're not scared?" She says, "No, I prayed. So I know you're not going to die, but you have to talk to him."
Yes.
So I told her to go get him. She was going to leave us alone to talk, but I kept them both in the room.
Mm-hmm.
And I says, "Your sister says you're afraid." And he said, "Yes." I says, "Don't worry." I says, "I've talked to God. You two can't take care of yourselves. I can't leave you to someone else until I can teach you to cook. And the way you guys have been going, I'm going to be here a long time."
Oh, that is great. Wow.
So they both laughed at me.
Yes.
My son was a little more relaxed.
Yeah.
I allowed them to go to chemotherapy treatments with me from time to time, but, not delving in it.
Yes.
Just enough so they'd know that something was being done.
Okay. Wow. Well, listen.
First of all, after that, I spent...
Hold on just a minute, because okay. I've got to get ready for the news. Well, I love your voice. Hold on. You got to be patient. Don't you go anywhere. Hold on for just a minute. Maggie, is this moving or what?
It is. It's a hard call to follow, I have to say, Les.
I know.
This seems inconsequential compared.
Yeah, but what's going on, Maggie? Tell me.
Well, we've got, of course, LA's afternoon news coming up at 4, just a few minutes away.
Yes.
And we've got a lot of interesting stories, including one about the FBI. They need the public's help. They're trying to crack a code to a cold case more than a decade old. Check it out on our Facebook page. This murdered victim had some code on a piece of paper in his clothes, and for over 10 years, they've been trying to figure out what the code is, so they're asking the public's help.
Okay.
And would you want your face, less handsome as it is, used as a Google app?
A Google app?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, if I can make some money, yes.
Oh, okay. If there's $1 in it for you?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what it would mean for security or even if it's being considered for real, but they say our faces could be used for Google Apps. We'll explain more about that.
I'll even take food stamps. It's
Okay. There you go.
It's commercial. All right, yes.
Record-breaking temperatures. I don't need to tell you. It's just gorgeous today, but will they stick around for the weekend? We will talk with our meteorologist. And post-sex blues. That's what they call them.
Excuse me?
Uh-huh. A third of young women are depressed after sex. But why? Maybe because they should have waited till they got married less?
These are young women. What age category?
It sounds like maybe college age and younger.
But they didn't say whether they were married or not. It could be depressed
They're
because it wasn't enjoyable. Oh, they were single?
I think it's because they
weren't married.
Nah, not because they're not married. I think maybe because they should have had a relationship first.
Yes.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll find out at 4.
I'd like to have those details.
Okay, I will give them to you.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow you can talk about it on your show and see if this trend is with your listeners.
Yes.
Okay, you're not going to believe how much time your manager spends resolving inner office conflicts between coworkers. It's a lot of time.
A lot of time?
A lot.
Now, I wonder, is it different and does it increase when you have an office full of women?
I highly doubt that, but you know what?
Okay.
You could be onto something. We'll see. We'll find out. Got to listen at 4. And the most expensive house sold in the nation, not Beverly Hills, not, I don't know where else.
It's not the White House?
No.
No. Where is it?
Silicon Valley, of all places.
You're kidding.
$100 million less.
Whose home is that?
It's this Russian billionaire, well, jillionaire, I'd call him. He invested in Facebook and
that's his home. Tell him I said Yavasla Blue.
I will tell
him. That
him.
means I love you in Russian.
I will, because I have the direct line to him. I've got his personal cell phone.
Well, give me a hookup, please.
I will. All right. We'll have a cocktail party. 4 o'clock, LA's afternoon news. Join me, Maggie McKay, and Michael Chappé. We'll see you there.